Welcome back to the broadcast, everybody. How are you guys today? This is a 21 plus reading, raw, uncut, unfiltered, unbiased reader. Take only what resonates with you and leave the rest. Suggestions and questions can be left in the comments section below. This reading is for air sign for the month of January, And we'll get this message out, and following this message will be water sign, and following that will be air sign. This is a general reading, so only take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is for the month of January. If I didn't say that, it is for the month of January. Okay, so let's see what the as above and so below is right now. Okay, that was the first one that popped. At the that is as any. Okay, and at the bottom of the deck is made fast. So this is going to be made fast here for air sign. So, we're coming into the air sign month, Aquarius signs. Okay, so let's see. King of Pentacles, the Chariot, the Five of Cups, the Moon, along with the Prince of Pentacles. Okay, so let's talk about it. So we have the Pentacles, we have our money. It's built in here. We also have the Chariot. We also might be moving on from some things. You might be moving to one place to the next. The King of Pentacles talks about, stability and, structure and a growth. Okay, it also talks about being like a little bit stubborn as well. The Chariot talks about moving on. It talks about, plain to see. Something's black and white in your and also talking about strength. It's also talking about, hope and a wish as well. It talks about, your root, where you are, where you're rooted at. Okay, it's also talking about how emotional you are right now. You might be crying over something. You might have lost something here, but you got to also remain that you do still have some things standing for you. Okay, the seas in your life might be a little turbulent right now, and it might be some gray clouds over your situation right now, but remember, there is a clear day coming. Storms don't always last. They will subside at some time. Okay, going to the Moon. There are some secrets here that have plagued you in some way, shape, or form, along with the Prince of Pentacles. So you might be, like I said before, in the fire sign. You might be in apprenticeship. You might be in a entry-level job. You might be just foraging for that new path that you want for a job. Okay, you might be still studying some new things and new endeavors. Okay, so let's talk about some messages that they would like to let us know for air sign. Things you notice about yourself as you get older. Okay, so some things you might notice about yourself as you're getting older. Things that you may have used to tolerate, but you no longer tolerate now. Okay, you might have took on some types of people that didn't validate you before, but now you want someone that is more on your same page. Okay, talk about that on the Chariot. Okay, things you shouldn't do in an office. All right, so this is about work and stability. Like I said, you might be at your job. You might be ready to leave this job. Okay, so it says things you shouldn't do in your office. Somebody might have had an argument, or somebody might have was reprimanded in front of the whole staff, and somebody is really feeling upset about that situation that took place at your job. And also, I'm getting the message that somebody might have been having like a relationship with a person at work, and it has went bad. And that's one thing I want to let you guys know about, like having relationships at your job where you work at. You know, that's kind of like pooping where you eat at. Especially if when you get in a situation you end up having to leave the job and that person still has the job. Okay, so talk about the Five of Cups. So that's telling me that you are definitely not happy about what has happened. Because you have some cups here that are still, you're not happy about why they're, not feeling fast enough, or maybe you're not seeing the cup half empty, or maybe you're seeing the cup half full, or maybe you're not seeing the cup filled at all. Okay, so tell me about these moons. Tell me about these Five of Cups. I'm sorry, y'all. Air sign. And that is things you wish you could erase. Like I said, could be some situation at work, or your person, place, or thing that happens that you wish you could forget about. Along with the moon here, that is things you can't stop giggling about. Okay, so this stuff is like something you want to giggle about, but that's an inner giggle. Like, so that's like a nervous energy I'm getting when you giggle. Oh yeah, that's like a nervous energy. Tell me about the Prince of Pentacles. So you got to start over here, is looking like to me. Things you would like to write on, things you would like written on your mug. Alright, so you might be a mug. That's like a cup you drink out of for your coffee or tea or such. And at the bottom of the deck, things you would like to make someone under, someone under hypnosis. Okay, so this person, like I said, it still might be a work issue, work situation. Excuse me, y'all. I'm having a little bit of throat chakra. Excuse me. All right, so things that you wish things you notice about yourself as you get older. All right, and that's the healing your heart. We had that in the first one, in the fire sign. It was there. Okay, things you shouldn't do in the office. Okay, so maybe you might not be in the office night then. So at the office, it's talking about birds of a feather. Birds of a feather flock together. So they maybe had some cliques at work, and maybe you didn't fit in the cliques at work. Excuse me. Excuse me. Throat chakra, y'all. Okay, so things that you would like to erase here. Okay, that is that tender embrace. Same position it came out last time. That tender embrace, along with that 222, is out here as well. That's also, I can say, it's that projection. It's some information that's here that is a memory that you've had. Along with that giggling about. Things you can't stop giggling about. On these secrets, that's the storyteller. Somebody might have told some lies. Somebody may have made up a big story about some things that was going on in your life, your past, or your present. And that's going to be the Grand Fifth Symphony on this Prince of Pentacles, because now you've lost your pentacles because of it. You know, whatever was going on here on these lies, there was some great lies told here as well. And that's talking about the call of the muse. It was amusing others to laugh at you, because it might not be you that's being laughed at. That's somebody else laughing at you. Okay? So what I'm going to get is some messages to talk about this overall energy. Tell me about this healing your heart. Alright, so that's that Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so your Pentacles is out here. Okay, so you want to work on your Pentacles out in your environments, person, place, or thing. You are working on watching them grow. Maybe they are growing. Maybe they haven't grown as large as you wanted them to grow. Okay, the Ten of Wands, that's about passionate things. Things that you're passionate about. And it also can represent options. along with this Prince of Swords. So this Prince is looking back on some things back from the past. So this is something that happened at your job or maybe person, place, or thing in your environment. Somebody wants to look back. First came out was the King, and now he's down to the Prince, and then the Prince of Pentacles. So he's gotten smaller as he's went through this situation with this situation here. So let's get some messages to see where we are in this endeavor for air sign. Somebody might be grooming somebody here as well. Alright, so let's talk about the Seven of Pentacles. Alright, that's that trophy. Somebody wanted to be, wanted to rank high in this situation. This came out in the fire signs reading as well. Somebody wanted to rank high in this situation. Somebody is in that flex. You see that fist? It's talking about flexing. Somebody in here was flexing on somebody. They thought they was going to rise and, you know what I mean, to be that big, you know what I mean, to-do here. This is how I make you look. This is February. This is any tip they can get. This is open and shut right here. Okay, and this is the cold comfort. Okay, let's talk about it on the Ten of Swords. Okay, so this is that they got caught here. Somebody got caught. Maybe you got caught doing something. Maybe you got caught stealing from the job. Pentacles, because it's showing me 7 pentacles here. Somebody's information. Somebody in this collective does not want this message to be told. They don't want to know that they were doing something at work. Maybe they were stealing from the job. Maybe they was sleeping their way to the top here. And these options, because there's birds here. And this person here is looking because there's a castle on the hill. And this prince is looking back and wanting to say something. Okay, so tell me about it. Somebody was a part of a scoring notch. How many girls at the job that I could sleep with? This person might have been sleeping with people at the job. This prince, this king, whoever. And this was the field he was playing in. Okay, that was the field he was playing in. This is the field. So he was looking back at what he was how he was playing in this field with you girls at work, fishing off the pier. I think that's what they call it. Talk about it. 7 of Pentacles here, please. This is the home. So this might have been at home. It didn't have to be at work. But he brought it home. You know, he might have had a home life at home, but then he brought it home, whatever it was going on in these third-party situations here. Talk about the 10 of Wands. This is the love. He fell in love with somebody at work. Okay? Yeah, because it's showing me this elephant. It was tender. The person was doing things. You know, when you at work, you got to put on your best foot forward because we're around people or strangers, or even though we work with them every day, they don't know our regular life. And this person fell in love with a woman with false intent. Okay? Because this was a lesson to be learned here. Okay? I swear I never. So like I said, this is talking about a secretary and her boss. You know what I mean? So somebody might have been a secretary here. 11 years. Waiting to exhale here. Alright, so this is that empowerment. Though this is how it was empowered, you know, through many women, many nights of late nights at the office, something to that nature. I'm not real sure where we are with this, and somebody's gonna have some new blessings coming. If this did not serve you, you know, then you know the call of the muse was here. Let's see at the top of the deck. Alright, and that was the devil. So it was some toxic things here in this situation as well. So it told us to ask any. And you know, when we bared it all here, we worked, maybe you made it work Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. But behind the scenes, there was some other love going here. Somebody was talking about I got caught over a stranger. So it was a stranger in this situation on this love at home. So somebody had a home life. They was a storyteller. They told some stories. Some big stories, though. Like, oh, honey, I got to work late. Or they went on vacation with somebody here in this situation. They went on a vacation. But it was a third party. And it was setting the record straight here. We're going to set the record straight on this field that they was playing in here as well. Okay, so they did empower themselves through a third party. They made love with somebody because they thought that person was going to, it says casual hookup orgasm. So they was hooking up with somebody from their job, person, place, or thing, from home, maybe on the internet. They was, sending texts from back and forth with each other. Okay, and this was a grand symphony. This person was very emotional for this person. They even cried over this person. Because this was that birds of a feather flock together. So it must was a bunch of people at this person's job that was in cahoots with this. Not sure where else to go with this. It was a change. It's 7. It was blocking. It's a 22 here, along with the 17, which is 8. Somebody feels like a stalemate here. Along with the 9. It was a hope and a wish that things would work out or not get caught in this situation. So, yes, and if you are liking this as above and so below, for January, the air sign, may you subscribe, like, and share, and hit that bell notification so you don't miss another upload. Namaste. Now must go.